Hi, and welcome to Brush Tips with Cheri. Today we are going to be painting some wind chimes, or a wind chime I should say, because there's only one here, but of course you can put more. So last night I was actually sitting at my house. I had the windows open since it's getting to be fall, and I could hear the wind chimes outside, and Joanna suggested I do wind chimes. I thought, perfect idea for this time. So I went with a blue sky background, and then obviously the little stake and then the wind chime. So we are going to use pretty basic, easy colors today. We've got our phthalo blue, our turquoise, our yellow, our phthalo green, some silver, some white, and some black. As always, I encourage you to get creative. If you're not a fan of blues and maybe you want to do a sunset background, or maybe you want to do pinks or purples, whatever you choose, I encourage you to do it. We're also going to be using two brushes today. Of course, our Big Daddy brush right here, because this one covers it all, fills everything in for us. And then our little detail brush today. I just brought this little square one because I figured we could do the whole thing with these two brushes. If you need to use other brushes, please feel free to do that. So let's start off with the middle of the canvas. I'm going to grab some of this white, some of this turquoise, and a little bit of this phthalo blue. Just going to kind of mix it to the side here, and I'm just going to start here. I'm going at an angle because I really like the angled look when I'm doing a simple painting. So spread this all around. And of course, if your brush isn't moving any paint, please get it wet and just go ahead and move the paint along. You can hear it touching the canvas probably. It's a little dry. It's all right though. This is perfect weather. It's nice because it's August and it's not hot right now, but it's not cold either. I'm hoping that we don't have super hot August like we normally do, but if we do, that's okay. I like the heat and I'm okay with it. So then I'm going to bring just more blue, more of the phthalo blue with the white up here, just to darken up the edges, make this fancy. Fill it in with some water. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now, I want to try to get this middle done real quick, so give me 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off my brush real quick. I want to get the middle done because that's where I need it to be dry. I'm just going to grab some of this white and blend it in here. I like to give it that white streak. Don't forget about your sides. Grab some more of this white. And there we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to flip it over so I can hit this side. See how I do that? It's a little magic trick. I'm just kidding. It's not magic. Just flip it. All right. Here we go. Awesome. Now, of course, if you don't want to go all the way across with this and go in the diagonal, you can go this way, or you can even just make it like this. See how that different texture just kind of makes things pop? I really just liked it where the sun rays, it looked like the sun rays were coming down. I had a little bit of flowers in there. Make it just like a cute little garden setting. Let me wet this brush again. Spread out the paint. And there we go. Perfection. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Now here comes your favorite part, when I sing. I'm just kidding. No, it's not when I sing. But we do have some drying time here, folks. Let's see. Okay, everything is good. Here we go. We're going to dry this bad boy. Now this canvas is a little bit bigger than the one that I actually did the painting on. So we're going to extend the wind chime post taller. I like to get those shepherd hooks and put them in my garden in my front yard, my flower garden, and fill them in with wind chimes. We moved into our house like 12 years ago, and I found one in our barn, and I pulled that out this year. It's just been sitting there, and I pulled it out, and it's one of those hollow ones, and so I really like the sound of that. It's like a whistle. And then I have another one that I found in the barn. I actually found two now that I think about it. And I put the other one up in the front, and that's what I was hearing last night. I almost think I want to get one of those super big ones. Has anyone seen those? I just don't know where I'd hang it. I guess I'd have to hang it from like the outside. But I'm starting to really enjoy them. All right. Now, of course, during this dry time, you can go get a snack, make a cup of coffee, check out Facebook pages, Brush Tips, and WCTV, you know, just some fun activities to do while you wait for yours to dry. This is almost dry. Let it dry. Go let the dog out. Yesterday was National Dog Day. We should paint a puppy. We should paint a puppy. I don't know if I could do that in this short amount of time. I think I could, though. I feel like I could. This is almost dry. We're actually doing really good on this. So, now if you're home and you have some chalk laying around, I do encourage you to use chalk. I love to use the chalk just because then I'm not scared. Sometimes I get a little nervous. Sometimes I get scared to actually go in with my paint. It's super intimidating to some people. So, I have my handy dandy chalk. I do suggest that you use the name brand chalk. Don't try to skimp on chalk. I know I've said this before, but I use Crayola, and it makes such a huge difference when you're using it for painting or when you're using it to draw on a canvas. Let's see. It's almost dry. Let's grab this, our handy dandy fan. Here we go. Here we go. Nico gave us this, right? What a good kid. He's such a good helper. We're gonna have to find some batteries for it, I think. All right. This one's taking forever to dry. I don't know what's going on. You know, sometimes it does that. It's so weird. All right. I'll go over it anyway. So with the chalk, we're going to make a big pole here. Straight line down. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I think you can. And then at the top, I kind of went like this. Like a upside down U. And then I went like this. Fancy, fancy. Then we went like this, and then like this. And then this is where our little wind chime is going to hang. So an upside down U again. And you can make it as big as you want. So these, it kind of makes it look like an octopus. So when I go to do it, I'm actually going to put like a little thin line to make it look like it's hanging from a string or you don't even have to put anything there because you really won't be able to see the string anyway. So you could just start it just like a little tiny 1/4 of an inch down. So our bird, what I want you to do for our bird here, and I'm going to make this guy pretty big. Make a line like that, and then make a head and a belly, almost like a backwards B. Okay? Then we're going to make a beak, and we're going to make a tail, and then the wing is like a B also. Okay? Super fun. So I'm going to go bigger with this guy. Perfect. We can round off the head a little bit. And there's our cute little hummingbird. It's so cute. All right. Now we're going to take that little square brush there. I'm actually going to take some black. And I'm just going to trace this now. Just like this. Now if you need to, use a ruler. I'm okay with that. And you should be okay with it too. It's okay to use tools to paint. Don't feel like you can't. I use tools all the time. Now, of course, whoa, when we go over the chalk, if we leave any extra chalk on the canvas, it actually washes away super easy. Wait till we're all done. When it's dry, we can come back in with our brush that's already wet, or you can grab like a damp paper towel. I tell people, dry your hands on a paper towel and then run it over your painting to get the extra off. And do this like cursive writing. When you come down into your post, do it like cursive writing. It'll give you more of a, instead of coming in like, I don't even know where I can do it. Instead of coming into it like this, if you come into it like this, it's just going to look real straight. So if you come into it at an angle and you use like a cursive writing movement, then you'll get this nice little wispy, cursive-y kind of look. Perfect. There we go. Nice, and I'm just going to fill in some of this black a little bit. And fill this guy in. Now, if you know any painters, please go ahead and share this show with them. Let them know that I'm here to help them. Sometimes people don't want to leave home to paint, and that's okay. You can sit at home and paint, just like this. Perfect. All right, I'm liking it. I'm going to clean off my brush, and then I'm going to use some of this silver, mix it with a little tiny bit of white, because the silver is kind of transparent. So I'm going to come up from this side. See how I leave a little gap here in the black? I want it to look like it's hanging. So then I'm just going to real lightly pull this down. Then, oh, there's a little black on there. That's all right. That's all right. There's no mistakes in art. We're okay here. Let's make this guy a little bit bigger. Make him a happy wind chime. Perfect. Love it. I heart wind chimes. So remember when I said don't go all the way to the top here? Just come pull down. I'm going to make these ones a little bit longer. You know, sometimes the wind chimes, sometimes they have longer ones, sometimes they have shorter ones. This one I am going to bring all the way down though, because it's going to connect to our cute little guy here. Our cute little hummingbird guy. And fill him in. Whoa, I went a little thick on the nose. That's all right. People don't know that, right? Well, I mean, except for all of you, because I just did this on TV. We made a fat-nosed hummingbird. It's all right. Just got a little fool. Hummingbirds are skinny, so we don't want to make a fat bird. And then here's our pretty little wings. I'm going to do this in white, just so you can see how we get this guy done. If you need to, you can fill it white first and then go over it with the silver. That's okay too. Oh, I'm a little shaky. There we go. Just gonna let this guy dry, okay? There, look how cute. Let's move on. Let's do some of the flowers on the side. I was gonna say the leaves. Let's do some leaves on the side. So I have the yellow and the green, and I like to mix those two together. I've obviously been holding my plate at an angle because everything's going down. It's going down. Then real lightly, super light. Whoop, got a little black in there, that's okay. That is okay. Bring some over here. And some right here. And there we go. Cross them. That's okay to cross them. There you go. And then we can throw some on down here. Now we don't want to hit our cute little hummingbird. So just kind of go around them. It's okay if you get a little like, oops, I just hit his tail. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Look at how cute. Love this. Whoops, we just got a little turquoise in our flowers. It's all right. So cute. I love it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to grab some of that silver and white, more silver. All we're going to do is bring that tail back in. See how we did that? There we go. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's like a cute little silver guy. I thought about coloring it, but then I thought, well, what am I going to color it? I don't want to color it too much because I wanted it to have that like effect. So actually I took a little turquoise and just kind of threw it in there. See how I just did those cute little highlights with that turquoise? All right, So let's clean that brush off again. Then I want you to grab some of this phthalo blue, some of this white. I want you to make a darker blue. If you don't want to use blue, you don't have to. You can use red, you can use orange, you can use whatever you want. Then just kind of throw some dash marks in here. You can even do a little scribble. It's okay. This is painting made fun for everyone. Adults, kids, men, women, from ages 0 to 99. Just have fun with it. That's what we all enjoy. Perfect. I love these cute little wildflowers. Now's a great time to check the fields and stuff for wildflowers around you. They have a lot of great fall wildflowers. Throw some on here. Let's see, give some more over here. You can even throw little droplets at the bottom like they fell off. See how I did that there? Just shows how they might have fallen off. Perfect. Let's grab some of this turquoise again and just real lightly bring it in here. Awesome. I'm going to clean off my brush real good. And I'm just going to touch up this wind chime. Going to grab some of that silver. Just going to touch up this wind chime a little bit here. And add some more here. Now, of course, if anyone says, why aren't your wind chimes attached? Just attach them. Or just tell them to not worry about it. No, so here, just grab a little tiny bit of white and just real softly just throw in a little string. I don't even know if you can even see it, it's so light. And let's add, let's see here. You know, I'm going to fill in my black a little bit just because I know that this needs kind of pulled together. And I'm just going to wet my brush. Just going to pull some of this in here. Make this solid. Sometimes you need to go back over things to kind of pull out the solid in them. Now, of course, if you are painting along with me, I encourage you to shoot me a message. Ask me questions if you need to. You can, you know, just do this your own unique way. We encourage everybody to be unique and to just do things that bring you joy. So if you're loving this, make sure you take a picture of it when you're all done. Send it to me so that I can post it all over the place and show off how amazing you are as an artist. I love when people do that. It's probably one of my favorite things that I get out of doing the show. It's just so rewarding. Let's add just a little straight silver to this guy. Or a girl, maybe it's a girl. I wonder if like hummingbirds that are girls are ugly, like normal birds. You know how the girls are always ugly, but the boys are always cute and pretty and vibrant. Wonder if that's the same way with hummingbirds. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's do our little dots on the bottom. I take the back of my brush, and then all I do is real lightly, and then however much pressure you want to add is how big your dots are going to be. If you want to add a lot of pressure, then you get a bigger dot. If you don't want to add a lot of pressure, then just do a lighter dot. Oh, it looks like little gems hanging. I love it. Then you can even add just a couple little dots through here. Just decorate the outside of your wind chime. Like I said, I made mine kind of look like an octopus earlier, so I'm going to stay away from that. We can go like this with some yellow, just to bring some color in as a surprise. Surprise color. This is going to be perfect for this time of year with the wind blowing. All right, let's see, what else can I do? I could just do like a solid blue line across the bottom. I think that would be pretty too. Make it look kind of, here we'll go around like this. There we go. I don't want to make it look like a spaceship. Now I feel like I'm making it look like a spaceship. So I'm going to stop touching it. But what I am going to do, one last thing, what every amazing artist, that's you, needs to do, get your brush wet, come right over here to the corner of your painting, and I want you to own it. Just go ahead and sign it and let everybody know how amazing you are at painting. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.